Everyone makes mistakes. But things can get much worse if we don't admit them and say sorry. Once, I was too embarrassed to admit I had made a mistake. So, I made up an engine called Jeffrey and blamed him. But that made things even worse. Saying sorry can be really hard to do. Once, Diesel found it so hard to apologize to Daisy, he only said sorry when he thought she was asleep. James also found it very hard to say sorry, but in the end, he apologized to everyone for blocking the bridge. Even though it's not always easy to say sorry, it is a very important thing to do. It shows your friends that you care about their feelings.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time!
Have you ever thought about being a hero? Heroes aren't just in the movies. Heroes can be anyone who does something good to help somebody else. Like Philip. When James almost fell off a bridge, it was Philip who came to his rescue. And Stephen once risked his own safety to stop Gordon from going over a broken bridge. And when I thought I was rescuing the actor, I wasn't trying to be an action hero. I was just trying to keep the actor safe. You don't need to be in a film to be a hero. You just need to help somebody in need. Maybe you'll be a hero one day. Maybe you already are.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time. How do you feel when someone teases you? Once, Gordon made fun of Henry for being afraid of a few drops of rain. That hurt Henry's feelings. Another time, Samson called Millie a silly little engine. That made Millie feel cross. It can feel horrible when somebody says something mean about you. When I stood up for Rosie at the docks, Bill and Ben and Diesel all made fun of me. I felt silly and upset, and that made me act in a bad way towards Rosie. I shouldn't have listened to them and their silly teasing. Sticking up for your friends is a good thing, not something to make fun of. And I'm very happy that Rosie is my friend.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time. Have you ever solved a mystery? Perhaps you had to keep an eye out for clues, and maybe someone came along to help you. Once, Bill and Ben sent Timothy all over the island to fetch a rainbow-colored truck. But just when he realized they were teasing him, Salty helped him find one anyway. When Sydney forgot what he was supposed to be doing with his flatbed of parts, Paxton stepped in to help. They followed the clues, and together they solved the mystery. The parts were for Sydney. Sometimes, when you've got a problem to solve, it helps to do it together with a friend. Together, you can make it fun.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time. You know, water is very important. We all need good, clean water. Steam engines need water to go. Without water, there's no steam. As Gordon found out when a rock hit his boiler, causing it to spring a leak. And soon, Gordon couldn't move at all. Even big, strong steam engines like Gordon need water. Without water, Sodor wouldn't be a lush green island, and there wouldn't be any bamboo in China, or paddy fields where the rice grows. So remember, every time you go for a swim, take a bath or shower, or just have a drink, you're using water. It really is so very important. So don't waste it.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time! Sometimes it's easy to feel jealous of someone else's talents. Emily thought Caitlin was amazing. She wished she had Caitlin's speed and streamlining. But then one day, Emily used her strong buffers to save Caitlin, and she realized that Caitlin thought she was amazing too. I thought Isla was incredible, and I got upset that she was quicker at getting to emergencies than I was. But then, I discovered that my strong and sturdy frame meant I was perfect for rescuing people during a cyclone. I may not be a doctor or a doctor's plane, but in the end, I was just the right vehicle for the job. Everyone has something they are good at.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time! Do you ever find it difficult when things change? Or you have to get used to something new? I know sometimes I do. When Hugo first came to Sodor, we weren't very kind to him. We had never seen an engine like him before. But once we got to know him, we realized that he was actually very nice. Gordon was very unhappy that both Edward and Henry were leaving the sheds, and that Nia was going to be sleeping there instead. But in the end, he realized that changing where they slept didn't need to change their friendship. And he could even be friends with Nia too. Sometimes, all it takes is a little time to get used to something new. And before you know it, it almost feels like it's always been that way.
Come on, Thomas!
It's time to go.
See you next time! Have you ever had to help an animal? Back on Sodor, my friends have often helped animals in need. Like when Philip had to stop Gordon because the sheep were in danger on the line. Or when Diesel helped a family of ducklings get back to their pond. In the rainforest, I wasn't very sensitive to the animals at first. I kept forgetting not to be too noisy and to move around carefully. But when the bushfire started, I helped to rescue them. I learned that animals should be protected and respected. After all, they share our home here.